Hello everyone, this is Sudhir and welcome back to my class. Today I am going to teach you from 10th standard statistics chapter how to find arithmetic mean using step deviation method. We have the different type of methods like direct method, assumed method and step deviation method. But for the board examination all are important, but step deviation method is the most important for the board examination. So that now today I have selected the topic to teach you, that is step deviation method. So it's a very important model for the board examination, so don't forget about it. Now what is the question has given here? A survey was conducted by group of the students as a part of their environment awareness program, in which they collected the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in locality. Find the mean of the number of plants per house. Now here you can observe, to find arithmetic mean we need these 5 columns, that is the class interval, frequency we can denote it in the short form like Fi, class marks, the another name of the class marks is mid values, and Ui, that is a formula xi minus a by h, and Fi Ui. Okay, so the class interval and frequency, these 2 columns already given in the question. Once you can check it what is the question is there. Now how to find out the class marks? To find out the class marks, here a very important formula, that is to find the class mark, lower limit plus upper limit by 2, or lower boundaries plus upper boundaries by 2. Okay, so these formulas we can use to find out the class mark. So what is the lower limit and what is the upper limit? You can observe here. So the left side of in the class interval, these all are the lower limits. Okay. Now what is upper limit? The right side of the class interval, this is completely upper limit. Okay. So the first one, 0 to 2 is the class. 0 to 2 means 0 plus 2 by 2 equal, because the lower limit plus upper limit by 2, 0 plus 2 by 2 is 2 by 2, that's equal to 1. Okay, so that's the class mark here, 1. Now the next one, we should add this 2 plus 4 by 2, 2 plus 4 is 6 by 2 equal to 3, so the 3 we write here. Next 4 plus 6, 10. 4 plus 6 by 2, that is equal to 10 by 2 equal to 5. So that 5 we should write here. Okay. Now next 6 plus 8 by 2. The next class is 6 plus 8 by 2. That equal to 14 by 2 equal to 7. So we write here it is 7. Yes, this is 7. And can you guess what is the next one? You can observe the sequence there like 1, 3, 5, 7. Can you guess what is the next one will get? That means next class mark. Yes, you are right. That is 9. How it is 9? You can observe this. These two are called lower limit, right? The difference between either lower limit or the difference between upper limit. That is 2. The 2 is class size, so we can take h is equal to 2. It's a class size. Okay, so you can check continuously, that means the continuous classes like 2 to 4 or 4 to 6, next 6 to 8, 8 to 10, so 10 to 12. Yes, these all difference are the same, that is 2, so that the class size of this class interval is 2. So when we have a 2, directly you can add to the class marks now. The 2 is the common difference here now, that is 1 plus 3, 5. Sorry, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 plus 2, that class size is 2. 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 13. Okay, so actual process is we have to take here the class marks mean, this formula. This is the actual process. So taking lower limits plus upper limit by 2. After finding 2 or 3, you can observe that if the class sizes are the same, what's the class size you can find out. So you can add the class sizes to the before classes or before class marks to get the next class marks. Okay, so the next one, UI. So before going to take UI column, you must know what is what is assumed mean in this class. So assumed mean we can take here. So in the class marks we can take one assumed mean only, just we can take any one value from this. So what we have to take, that your wish, but I am going to take 7 as the assumed mean. So if you want to take 5 you can take, if you want to take 9 you can take, that your wish. Why I selected 7 here? So generally just keep it in mind while you are taking this assumed mean. So middle value is the best, but it is not a compulsory to take the middle value. Just middle value is the best to get some easy solution. Okay, so the 7 is the middle value, so comparing that remaining all, so that 7 I took. Okay, so one more time telling, just 7 is the assumed value, assumed mean only, it is not a correct answer, right? Just we are going to find what is the arithmetic mean. So I have taken 7 as the assumed mean. If you want to take 7, if you want to take 9, if you want to take 11, so you can take it. But my opinion is better we can take the middle value to get some easy answer. Okay, so finally whatever it may be, you will take assumed values. Okay, assumed mean, final answer is the same, right? Now what is UI? So in the UI formula we have xi minus a by h. Xi is 1. So as per the formula, UI is equal to, this is xi minus a divided by h. Xi is 1 minus a is 7 divided by h is the class size, already we have taken 2. That's the difference between lower limits or upper limit, that is 2. So minus 6 by 2 equal, this is minus 3. Okay, so now I'm going to take minus 3 here. This is minus 3. So next one we have here 3 is the class mark, that is xi. So then 3 minus formula is a, right? Xi minus a is 7 by h, that is 2. So 3 minus 7 we get minus 4 by 2 equal minus 2. So again it is minus 2. Now we can take the class mark, that is a 5. Okay, so 5 minus a, xi minus a, na? So a is here 7 divided by 2. 5 minus 7 you get it, minus 2 by 2 equal minus 1. That minus 1 we take here. Okay, so now the next one, that is 7. So xi is 7 minus a also 7 by h is 2. So 7 minus 7, 0. 0 by 2 equal to 0. Okay, so now here it is 0. Now I am going to show you one simple technique to write this all class marks. That is, you can focus, first of all you must focus on class sizes, whether class sizes are equal or not. Yes, all class sizes are equal, that is 2 is the difference between the two classes. So now what you do, just you can take one number line like this. This is 0, here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so don't forget this is not a coordinate axis, means this is not x-axis, this is not a y-axis. Just one number line I'm taking like this. So 0, 1, 2. So here I'm taking like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So assume like this. So now you can check, here is a 0, this is a. Okay, a means assumed value. Here a I have taken, that is 0. So a above you have like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Yes, I got minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So 0 after we have the positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. That means plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. That 1. Okay, so we can write directly. That 1, 2, 3 is here. I hope you understood how to take this one. So your target is, first of all, when you get a, that is assumed value, take it opposite number is 0. 0 above you can take like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. 0 below values you can take as plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Okay, so this is one technique. Don't forget, it is only for when the class sizes are equal, then only we can use this concept. Okay, so next one is UI, FI/UI, right? This is the heart of the problem. And how to find out this FI/UI? FI is frequency frequency uy is this one, right? Minus 3. Now you can multiply 1 into minus 3. What you will get? Yes, that is 1 3s are 3 minus 3. The next one 2 into 2, 2 2s are 4, that is minus is there, minus 4. So next 1 into 1 is 1, but plus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1, and 5 zeros are 0, 6 ones are 6, 2 2s 4, and 3 3s are equal to 9. Okay, so after complete this, what should we take? That is sigma fi. Sigma fi means sum of the frequency. Sum of the frequency, that is, you can add 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 2, 17 plus 3, 20. So sigma fi is 20, and here sigma fi ui means this sum we have to take. So how to take this sum? Here one simple concept I will explain. So 0 above the values are the negative values. You can add these all negative values, that is minus 3, minus 3, minus 4, okay, and minus 1. So that is the negative values are there above the 0 here. So when you add this all, you will get minus 8, correct? So this is minus 8. Now 0 after the values are all are the positive value, that is 6 plus 4 plus 9, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 9 is 19. This is the 19. Okay, so what we do now, so we got it 19 minus 8. Now we have to add these two numbers, or you can subtract, right? From 19, from positive value to, you can subtract the negative value, you will get it 11. That 11 you can write as sigma fi. Okay, so now we should write the formula. What is the formula to find out arithmetic mean? That is bar x is equal to a plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. Okay, so that equal to, the next step is, what is a? A is the assumed value, that what here I have taken as 7 is the assumed value. So I should take now 7 plus, and what is sigma fi ui? Here it is 11, so that 11 I am writing here, divided by sigma fi is 20, the 20 we can write here, into h. H is the class size, that is 2. The number of time we found it, that see here the difference between either lower limits or upper limit, that is the difference between 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, these all are the class sizes. So difference is the 2, so this is the class size. Now what we do, 2 1s and 2 10s gets cancelled, right? Now the next step we write, now this is 7 plus 11 divided by 10. Okay, so in the next one again, this is 7 plus, what is 11 divided by 10? 11 divided by 10, answer is, that is 1.1. Okay, we have 1 0, so take the point before the 1 digit, that is 1.1 you can find. So 7 plus 1 is 8 point this one. Okay, so 8.1 is the arithmetic mean of the given data. So I hope you understood very well this concept. So this is Sudhir. Thanks for watching. See you soon.